Welcome back to Whispers in the Dark. Tell me something, my darlings. If you were offered everything you ever wanted, no struggle, no waiting, no cost you could see, would you take it? Or would you ask what it's really going to take from you? Because some doors don't open with force, they open with desire. And once you step inside, it doesn't matter who you were before, only what you're willing to become. Tonight, we return to the community center, where the mirrors have already shattered, and what stepped out is still waiting. So settle in and listen closely, because this time, there's no turning back. The mirrors shattered, but what stepped out didn't leave. They stood there, breathing, watching, waiting, and then they became exactly what they needed to be. They didn't attack, they offered. Not fear, fulfillment. Marcus saw it first. A mountain of money. He laughed and reached for it. He didn't notice. It moved. Bills folding, wrapping, climbing his arms. He leaned in deeper, smiling, grabbing more. But Eli saw it clearly. It wasn't money. It was rot, thick, living, hungry, and Marcus was already halfway gone. Tasha stepped forward. She saw flames, controlled, obedient. She thought of someone. They burned. She smiled. Another thought, another flame. But Eli saw the truth. The fire wasn't spreading outward. It was feeding inward. It wrapped around her, climbing, tightening. She didn't scream. She didn't fight. She welcomed it. Lila saw arms waiting for her, safe, loving. She ran into them. They held her tight. She closed her eyes and didn't let go. The arms stretched, too long. Too many. They wrapped tighter and tighter. She wasn't being held. She was being crushed. Devon smiled. A throne rose beneath him, and they came. Voices, praise, fear. They bowed. They reached. And Devon and sat back, taking it all in. But Eli saw the truth. The crowd weren't people. They were the rot, shifting, reforming, faces stretching into place. They weren't bowing. They were closing in. The room pulsed, stronger, faster, hungrier. It wasn't trapping them. They were feeding it with every want, with every thought, with every choice. Eli stood still, watching, understanding. They weren't victims. They were participants. He moved. He needed to save them, not just from the rot, but from themselves. He screamed their names, hoping to wake them up. They didn't respond. They couldn't hear him. They didn't want to. Marcus was almost gone. Eli grabbed his arm and felt it give. Not skin, rot. Marcus didn't look at him. He kept reaching for more, and then he was gone. Eli forced himself toward her. The heat hit him, real, burning. He grabbed her. She turned, smiling, and stepped deeper into the fire. Eli tried Lila next. He tried to pull the arms away from her, but they were too tight. They tried to pull him in too. He felt it, the warmth, the safety. For a moment, he almost stayed. Then he saw the truth and ripped himself free. But it was too late for Lila. Eli heard a crack and saw Lila go still. Eli was spiraling. He couldn't save them. Devon was the only one left, the only hope left. Devon was busy laughing in his delusions and not paying attention to the rot pulling him under. Eli pushed forward. He climbed over the mountain of rot to reach him. He grabbed him, shook him, screamed his name. The rot pulled him harder, started to pull them both. Devon looked at him, clarity and recognition coming to his eyes, confusion, and then fear. Eli tried to pull him out, but the rot surged. They climbed him, wrapped around him, pulled him down. Devon struggled, but it was too late. Hands covered him, pulled him under, and then he disappeared. It was just him. And the room noticed. The illusions were gone. Only the rot remained. And it was hungry. Eli ran. The floor moved. The walls bent. The rot reached for him. Hands, faces, fragments. They whispered, "Stay. We'll give you all you desire." He stumbled, tripped, and they pounced on him, dragged, pulled. Eli fought them off, untangled himself, and continued running. He didn't stop, didn't look back, until silence. The rot was gone. He escaped. He looked back and noticed he was no longer being chased. The rot was gone. The center was empty. Eli finally left and never looked back. 4 entered, and only one fought hard enough to leave. Desire. It doesn't break you, it invites you, and once you accept, it lets you enjoy it, while it slowly takes everything. He escaped, not because he was stronger, but because he let go, before it was too late. Thank you for listening to Whispers in the Dark, because some people never stop reaching, even as they're being consumed.